Hi everybody, it's Kim Shivler. Welcome. Thank you for joining me for another lesson. For many of you, you know that I always teach people and point out to people how important it is to back up your website. Today, we're actually going to test that backup, at least the database backup, in a very quick lesson. You see, backing it up is great, but testing to make sure it's really working and your restore is working, that's important too. So I have logged into my lessons site. This is just a site I use to help teach you guys great things. Now in this case, I am using Updraft Plus for my backup software, and I have already created a backup. Now what we want to do to test and make sure the backup and restore is working, I'm going to go create a post because right now I've just got a basic site. I don't have any posts. So if you look at the site, there's nothing there. I'm going to go ahead and add a new post. Testing the restore. That's what I like to call it when I do it, because I'm actually testing not just the backup, but that it restores properly. And then I'm going to publish that. So now if I look at posts, I've got testing the restore. Now, of course, when I have a big site, I've got tons of posts and all, but I still go ahead and I put one in called testing the restore. Now what I'm going to do is go restore the database. I'm going to go to settings, Updraft Plus backups, and I'm going to click on restore. This brings up this backup that I just did, and I'm going to click on restore. Oops, I did that wrong. I'm going to click on restore first. I'm going to click on database. So what I'm looking for here is just to restore the database. The database is where those posts are held. So if this works, when I go back to posts, nothing will be there just like it was when we started. So I clicked on restore and it's telling me it retrieved the files. Now please press restore again to proceed. Now, you really don't want to, it warns you of this. Do not go away from these pages until it's all done. Don't cancel out because things can happen. So, if I wanted to download the log file, I could here. And what it's showing me is it's gone through the tests, the database, and it says it was successful. I can return to Updraft Plus if I want to go back. I don't. What I want to go back to is the posts and see what's there. Nothing's found. So what I can look at is this was probably pretty successful. What I recommend is you have a backup automated and running as often as you're updating. So if you update daily, you need a daily backup. If you're updating weekly, you need a weekly backup. And then I recommend that once a month you go in and do this just to make sure that you really are working. And your backups are working, and not just the backup, but the restore is working, so you can actually get yourself back to where you need if it's an emergency. This is Kim Shivler. Thank you for joining me. I'll see you next time.